Hey guys, LechK here, another part of the Sauna build. In a previous video, we did the vapor barrier. After that, you can technically start doing your paneling, but then there's another step you can take, and it's recommended that you take, is installing the ventilation strips. It's basically thin pieces of wood that you're gonna line up all over your current studs so your paneling can sit on top of, so you have an air pocket behind to dry out any possible moisture, stuff like that. Is it required? No. Is it recommended? Yes. I'm trying to make my sauna last. I'm overdoing it if anything, but it's better to overdo it than in a few years do it again, especially when you invest so much money. So like I mentioned, mine are about or I didn't mention, about a little bit over a 1/4 inch. People will say go as high as 3/4. 3/4 inch you will go if you have really uneven insulation, meaning like you have a lot of insulation stuffed inside the walls and it's pushing out, right? So if it's going to be pushing out a little bit, once you nail your boards to the studs, it's going to be touching. You don't want to touch it, and you want that air pocket there so there's no connection, so no moisture can sit and gather and grow mold or whatever. In my case, a little bit over a 1/4 inch is more than enough. 1/2 inch would probably be perfect for most builds. 3/4 is probably overdoing it and you're losing a lot of space that way. Also, in addition to the strips that I'm going to show you how to do in a second, I also have raised my tile walls 6 inches off the ground in case I want to have water in here, whatever, because I did put in a drain. I have a video on that as well. Just check out my channel for all the steps of this build. But I do have these aluminum siding strips here that sit on top of here that I'll show you guys how to do it as well in this video. But that basically will prevent any possible water that gets into the wall somehow, right? Going in there, but it will come out on the bottom. So let me show you guys what we got done so far, and let me show you how to actually get these made, installed, and so on. Let's do it. Here's an example of the strips I'm using. They're the same size as my studs. I'm using rough cut lumber, so it's a true 2x4, meaning it's 2 inches wide. So it's gonna sit on all the 2x4s, so I can put my paneling over it. We started going around the window so far here. I did some of the ceiling parts, and we're basically gonna run them across all the ceiling studs. Finish these walls here. And then this is my drip edge I was talking about. So no water gets behind my wall. I also have tape everywhere, if you guys notice, on all the connections wherever this vapor barrier was connected and so on. So there is no air pockets. And then this is what I'm talking about. So basically, we don't want any water possibly getting in there. So that's what the drip edge is going to cover. Let me show you guys how to prep everything and how to put it up. So this is the aluminum trim I was talking about. It's about 1 inch. So it sits just like that. Just need regular metal cutters to cut it. Here's the part number if you want to pick it up at Home Depot. If you're doing this part. I use the table saw to cut my trim, which I'll show you guys how I did it in a second. And here's some, but I'm going to have to cut more on my strips. And today is 4/8/2024, guys. That means in a couple hours we're going to have the solar eclipse, which I will show you guys as well. So once the vapor barrier is up, now we want to put on our furling strips, basically so we have an air gap between the walls and the barrier, just in case any moisture or anything gets in there, to let it dry out that way. And it doesn't hurt to do it. It's not a necessity, but it's definitely a plus. So I did my test strip. I'm gonna go a little bigger than 1/4 inch. Got my 2x4s, and I'm just gonna go one by one and cut them. This pile should do it. I'm gonna cut them to sizes we need, but we all got the same thickness now, so we can move forward. So before I can put my strips on the wall, because I need them to be over this aluminum trim, I'm going to put my trim on first. So measure your distance, and we're just going to nail it on with some roofing nails that I have from doing my roof still, galvanized so they won't rust up. and they're going to be covered with wood, so not a big deal. But you want to flat head whatever you're using so it's not pushing the wood out. And nice and flush. Make sure you sit it on the tile. And it's going to go on to every single stud. So just like that. But now I still have an opening here. I'm going to use my aluminum foil like I did on all the seams to close this connection as well. That's that for this part. Just gotta finish these two edges as well, and then I'll show you guys how to put up the strips. And there we go. Our edging is all complete. Now we can put up the strips. We'll start from the top, work our way down, and then we'll do the ceiling. So basically we're just going to start from the top, wherever you have your studs. So I have two 2x4s here running across. I'm going to put them on both. Then I'll hit the bottom studs. And you can use screws, but there's really no reason for that because we are, well at least I will be probably screwing my actual paneling boards with nails as well as screws for extra support. But if you're using thicker wood, use screws because that will probably be your main point of support. I'm using finishing nails, nail gun in this case, and that would be just fine for me. Now I'll measure my bottom strips. I did a couple already. And we'll just work our way down. There we go. I'll finish these walls and then we'll do the ceiling. For the ceiling rafter beams, we're just attaching right along them because the boards will be going across this way. So I already have my edge one here, and then I'm just gonna pop in the next one and just keep going around. I'm gonna work from my top to bottom. Just make sure you have it lined up. My beams are 24 in center, that's why you see the big space. So I just gotta finish this row, and I'll show you guys the final product. I'm not running any here because there isn't any. Our boards are going this way, so we don't need anything here. We just need the wall for the boards on the bottom. So as promised, here's our jersey Eclipse. About 90% of the jersey. And there we go, everything's installed now, all set. Now we are ready for wall paneling, but I'm also using rough cut lumber for that. So it's going to be a full video of how to get it all done. Meaning prep the boards, cut them to size. We're going to do the tongue groove interlocking boards so they're nice and secure and sealed. But for this section, this is basically how you get it ready. Check out the rest of the videos on the build and stay tuned for more. Appreciate you guys. Please subscribe, follow, and comment any questions you might have. Thank you.